Hello?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On time, 7:38. We're in Britain, famous for being punctual.
Good morning.
Oh, famous for being early, maybe.
Jai Kum Kum Didi Ki.
Oh my
Jai.
goodness. My wonderful. Jai, all glories to Shishi. Guru Gauranga, all glories to Srila Bhakti. Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj.
Good.
Okay. We live? Okay. So, good morning, Dhanavad to all of the devotees all over the world. And we're so fortunate to continue hearing this morning from our Guru Varga. And beautiful pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's still traveling, and he's been discussing with his devotees, and specifically a Brahmin, and who has been changed from his lifetime worship of Sri Ram to understanding that he is a happy devotee of Sri Krishna and chanting the holy names of Krishna, and all by the divine association of Mahaprabhu. And now, in text 63, we're reading Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Sachi Devi, then suddenly and strangely disappeared from everyone's sight, and it was impossible for anyone to find him. So his pastimes are now that he continues on in his holy travels. Text 64. Mahaprabhu Tali Aila Tripati Trimale Chaturbuja Murti Deki Vyankatadrere Chale. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu next arrived at Tirupati and Trimala, where he saw a four-handed deity. Then he next proceeded toward Vyankata Hill. Tripati Asiya Kaila Sri Rama Darashana Raghunatha Age Kaila Pranama Stavana. After arriving at Tripati, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the temple of Lord Ramachandra. He offered his prayers and obeisances before Ramachandra, the descendant of King Raghu. Swaprabhave loka sabara karunya vishmaya panya nishringe ayala prabhudeya maya. Everywhere Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went, his influence astonished everyone. He next arrived at the temple of Pana Nishringa. The Lord is so merciful. And we hear a little about this temple. Panya Nishringa, Panakal Nishringa, is located in the district of Krishna in the hills known as Mangalagiri, 7 miles from a city known as Vijayawada, and 600 steps to reach the temple. And then it says, when the Lord is offered food with syrup here, he does not take more than half. And within this temple is a conch shell presented by the late king of Tanjore. And it is said that this conch shell, was used by Lord Krishna himself. During the month of March, a great fair takes place in this temple. So where Mahaprabhu is traveling, as showing his manifestation as a great devotee of Krishna, so much detail. We have no idea how many things are being revealed by Mahaprabhu's traveling. Krishnadas Kaviraj is touching as far as possible on all of these. Nishringe pranati stuti pramavesha kaila prabhava prabhave loka chamatkara haila. In great ecstatic love, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered obeisances and prayers unto Lord Nishringa. The people were astonished to see Lord Chaitanya's influence. Shiva Kanchi Asiya Kaila Shiva Darashana Prabhave Vaishnava Kaila Sabha Shaiva Gana. Arriving at Shiva Kanchi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the deity of Lord Shiva. By his influence, he converted all the devotees of Lord Shiva into Vaishnavas. The Lord then visited a holy place known as Vishnu Kanchi. He saw there Lakshmi Narayan deities, and he offered his respects and many prayers to please them. Prema Veshe Nritya Gita Bahuta Karila Dina Dui Rahi Loke Krishna Bhakta Kaila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed at Vishnu Kanchi for 2 days, he danced and performed kirtan in ecstasy. When all the people saw him, they were converted into devotees of Lord Krishna. This is still in South India. Trimalaya Deki Gela Trikala Hastistani Mahadeva Deki Tanri Karila Praname. After visiting Trimalaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to see Trikalahasti. It was there that he saw Lord Shiva and offered him all respects and obeisances. Paksi Tirtha Deke Kaila Shiva Darashana Ridha Kola Tirte Tabe Karila Gamana. At Pakshi Tirtha, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the temple of Lord Shiva. Then he went to the Vridha Kola place of pilgrimage. Sweta Varaha Deki Tanre Namaskari Pitambara Shivastani Gela Gora Hari. At Vrida Kola, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the temple of Sweta Varaha, the white boar. After offering him respects, the Lord visited the temple of Lord Shiva, wherein the deity is dressed with yellow garments, Pitambara Shiva. Shiyali Bhairavi Devi Karidarashana Kavarira Tira Aila Sachira Nandana. After visiting the temple of Shiyali Bhairavi, which is another form of the goddess Durga, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Mother Sachi, went to the bank of the river Kaveri. It's a very pious river. Go Samaje Shiva Deki Aila Vedavana Mahadeva Deki Tanri Karila Vandana. The Lord then visited a place known as Go Samaja, where he saw Lord Shiva's temple. He then arrived at Vedavan, where he saw another deity of Lord Shiva and offered him prayers. This Go Samaji is the name, and it is a place of pilgrimage for the devotees of Lord Shiva. It is very important and is located next to Vedavan. Amritalinga Shiva Deki Vandana Karila Sabha Shivala Shaiva Vaishnava Lila. Seeing the Shiva deity named Amritalinga, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered his obeisances. Thus he visited all the temples of Lord Shiva and converted the devotees of Lord Shiva into Vaishnavas. Devastane Ashikaila Vishnudarashana Shri Vaishnavera Sanghe Tahan Gosti Anukshana. At Devastana, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the temple of Lord Vishnu, and there he talked with the Vaishnavas in the disciplic succession of Ramanujacharya. These Vaishnavas are known as Sri Vaishnavas. There's many of Sri Vaishnavas in South India, correct? Kumbhakarna Kapale Deki Sarovara Shiva Chetra Shiva Deki Goranga Sundara. At Kumbhakarna Kapala, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw a great lake, and then the holy place named Shiva Chetra, where a temple of Lord Shiva is located. Papa Nashane Vishnu Kaila Darashana Shinanga Chetra Tabe Karila Gamana. After visiting the holy place named Shiva Chetra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived at Prapanashana and there saw the temple of Lord Vishnu. Then he finally reached Sri Rangachetra. Kaverite Snanakari Deki Ranganata Stuti Pranati Kari Manila Kritarta. After bathing in the river Kaveri, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the temple of Ranganath and offered his ardent prayers and obeisances. Thus he felt himself successful. Prema Veshe Kaila Bahuta Gana Nartana Deki Chamatkara Haila Sabalokera Mana. In the temple of Ranganath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted and danced in ecstatic love of Godhead. Seeing his performance, everyone was struck with wonder. Shri Vaishnava Eka Vyankatabhata Nama Prabhure Nimantrana Kailakariya Samana. One Vaishnava known as Vyankatabhata then invited Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home with great respect. I'll read a little more about Venkatabhata. He was a Vaishnava Brahmin and an inhabitant of Sri Rangachetra. He belonged to the disciplic succession of Sri Ramanujacharya. Sri Ranga is one of the places of pilgrimage in the province of Tamil Nadu. The inhabitants of that province do not retain the name Venkata. It is therefore supposed that Venkatabhata did not belong to that province, although he may have been residing there for a very long time. Venkatabhata was in a branch of the Ramanuja Sampradaya known as Badagalai. He had a brother in the Ramanuja Sampradaya known as Sripad Prabodhananda Saraswati. The son of Venkatabhata was later known in the Gaudiya Sampradaya as Gopal Bhatta Goswami. And he established the Radha Raman temple in Vrindavan. More information about him may be found in a book known as Bhakti Ratnakara by Narahari Chakravarti. So here's a little more information about who we worship. It's one of the principal Goswamis of Vrindavan, Gopala Bhatta Goswami. Text 83. Nijagare lanya kaila pada prakshalana se jala lanya kaila savam se bhakshana. Sri Venkatabhata took Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home. After he washed the Lord's feet, all the members of his family drank the water. Bhiksha Karanya Kichu Kaila Nivedana Chaturmasha Asi Prabhu Haila Upasana. After offering lunch to the Lord, Venkatabhata submitted that the period of Chaturmasha had already arrived. Chaturmashe kripakari raha moragare Krishna katakahi kripaya udara amare. Venkatabhata said, "Please be merciful to me and stay at my house during Chaturmasha. Speak about Lord Krishna's pastimes and kindly deliver me by your mercy." Tanragare rahila Prabhu Krishna katarase Bhata sange gonaila sukhe charimase. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained at the house of Venkatabhata for 4 continuous months. The Lord passed his days in great happiness, enjoying the transcendental mellow of discussing Lord Krishna's pastimes. Kaverite snanakari Sri Ranga darshana Pratidina prema veshekarina nartana. While there, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his bath in the river Kaveri and visited the temple of Sri Ranga. Every day the Lord also danced in ecstasy. Sandar yadi prema vesha deki sarvaloka deki bari esha deki kande dukkha shoka. The beauty of Lord Chaitanya's body and its ecstatic love of God were witnessed by everyone. Many people used to come see him, and as soon as they saw him, all their unhappiness and distress vanished. Laka laka loka aila nana desha haite sabe Krishna nama kahe prabhuke dekite. Many hundreds of thousands of people from various countries came to see the Lord. Various countries all around there, South India. After seeing him, they all chanted the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Krishna nama vina keha nahi kahe ara sabe Krishna bhakta haila loke chamatkara. Indeed, they did not chant anything but the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and all of them became Lord Krishna's devotees. Thus the general populace was astonished. Chamatkara. Shri Ranga Chetre Vaishayata Vaishnava Brahman Eka Dine Sabe Kaila Nimantrana. All the Vaishnava Brahmins residing in Sri Ranga Chetra invited the Lord to their homes every day. Eka dine chaturmasha purna haila kataka brahmana bhiksha ditena paila. Each day the Lord was invited by a different Brahmin, but some of them did not get the opportunity to offer him lunch because the period of Chaturmasya came to an end. So those 4 months, he was always there and enlivening and getting everyone to chant Hare Krishna and become devotees of Krishna. But even that was not enough time for everybody. They wanted more, but the Lord's pastimes are the Lord's pastimes. Se chetre rahieka Vaishnava Brahmana Devalaye Asikare Gita Avartana. In the holy place of Sri Rangachetra, a Brahmin Vaishnava used to visit the temple daily and recite the entire text of Bhagavad Gita. So I think that's a very good place to start a different part of Mahaprabhu's pastimes. Manana. Manana, right? Domani.
Domani, that was good.
And that's
Not in Italy anymore.
not in Italy.
Fair enough.
And we're sort of in South America, where they would say mañana.
Yeah.
Okay. So our great fortune will continue mañana. It's funny how Mahaprabhu's message, it doesn't matter what language is being spoken in. If we can start to understand, we're fortunate. If we can't understand, then we figure out a way to become more fortunate. We'll continue now in Loving Search for the Lost Servant, Jai Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. And this chapter with this beautiful picture, Srila Saraswati Thakur, is named The Service of Sri Radha. And this section is continuing with when, let's see, oh, okay, not surprisingly, the focus on the holy name of Sri Radha and anticipating that we can enter the service of her servants. So a little excerpt by Raghunath Das Goswami. There is a hope which is sustaining me and nurturing my existence, and with that hope I am somehow passing my days. But my patience has reached its end. I can't endure it any longer. At this moment, if you do not show your grace to me, Sri Radha, I shall lose my prospect forever. I shall have no desire to continue my life. And Vrindavan, which is even dearer to me than my life itself, I am disgusted with it. And what to speak of anything else, I am even disgusted with Krishna. It is shameful to utter such words, but I can have no love even for Krishna unless and until you take me within your confidential camp of service. So, who is he talking about? Whose camp is he hoping to enter? I guess it's all there in the name of the chapter, the service of Sri Radha. We are aspiring for Radha Dashyam. Once the Diwan of Bharatpur had come on a pilgrimage with his family to the holiest of places, Sri Radha Kund, the holy lake of Srimati Radharani. He and his family were circumambulating Radha Kund. They would fall flat on the ground, offering obeisances, lying down with their arms outstretched. Every time they bowed down in this way, they would mark the spot where their fingertips touched the earth. Then they would slowly rise, step forward to where that spot had been marked, and again fall flat, offering their obeisances with great respect and adoration. In this way, they were circumambulating the entire Radha Kund. Upon seeing such intense worship, Paramananda Prabhu, an intimate disciple of our Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, intimated to Prabhupada that the Dewan and his family must have great respect for Radharani to circumambulate the Radha Kund in such a fashion. Sounds like it. At that time, Prabhupada said, their angle of vision towards Radha Kund and Radharani is different from ours. They recognize and revere Krishna, and because Radharani is Krishna's favorite, they also have some reverence for Radha Kund. But our vision is just the opposite. Our concern is with Radharani, and only because she wants Krishna do we have any connection with him. And so the Gaudiya Vaishnavas know only Radharani. They are concerned only with her and her duties, her necessities. They are ready to serve her in all respects and cannot contemplate any service without her. That is the highest achievement of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. That is the special feature of Mahaprabhu's party, and that was announced by Raghunath Das Goswami. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Girdhari. Raghunath Das Goswami's verse from Vilapa Kusumanjali is mentioned here. This verse is a direct prayer to Radharani. It expresses a particular type of hope, which is so sweet and reassuring that is compared with an unlimited ocean of nectar. He says, there is a hope which is sustaining me and nurturing my existence. With that hope, I am somehow passing my days, dragging my life through these tedious times. That nectarine ocean of hope is attracting me and keeping me alive. Okay, here is that excerpt which we first read. But my patience has reached its end. I can't endure it any longer. I can't wait any more. At this moment, if you do not show your grace to me, I am finished. I shall lose my prospect forever. I shall have no desire to continue my life. It will all be useless. Without your grace, I can't stand to live another moment. And Vrindavan, which is even dearer to me than my life itself, I am disgusted with it. It is painful. It is always pinching me. And what to speak of anything else? I am even disgusted with Krishna. It is shameful to utter such words. But I can have no love even for Krishna unless and until you take me within your confidential camp of service. This is the prayer of Raghunath Das. We are in this line of worshipping Raghunath Das Goswami, all the 6 Goswamis. When Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada would begin to explain this verse, his figure would become transformed. He would become full of emotion. His face would become like that of a phantom. In this verse, Raghunath Das Goswami, taking an extreme risk, says, O Radha, if I do not get your favor, I don't want anything. I want you and you alone. To have an independent relationship with anyone else, eliminating you, is impossible in my life. You must be first and then others. Without you, we can never even think of a separate relationship with Krishna. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj has written that without Radharani's company, Krishna is not beautiful. Everything is relative, dependent. A teacher depends on the student, and the student depends on his teacher. Although Krishna is the enjoyer, he is completely dependent on the enjoyed, Srimati Radharani. The two are correlative. One cannot be separated from the other. As the enjoyed, Radharani is also absolutely dependent on Krishna, the enjoyer. So here on this altar, actually Srimati Radharani is being worshipped in the form of the Kunja Mala with Lord Giridhari. Radharani says, my fate is lost forever because I have sold myself to many places. When I heard the flute, I dedicated myself to the song of the flute. When I heard the name of Krishna, I dedicated myself to that sound. And when I saw a beautiful picture of Krishna, I wholly dedicated myself to that picture. So in 3 places, I have sold myself completely with no possibility of any happiness or peace in my life. If I had dedicated myself to only one thing, there might have been a possibility of peace. But because I have dedicated myself in 3 different places, I am hopeless. Seeing the picture of Krishna, I couldn't contain myself. I couldn't but give myself to that beautiful figure, and so I dedicated myself fully. The name of Krishna also purchased me fully, and the sweet sound from the flute, that has also drawn me to the extreme of dedication. So how can I hope for peace in my life? It is impossible, my friends. Radharani did not know it at that time, but the source of Krishna's flute, his name, and his beauty are one. If she could have seen how all 3 of these meet together, then it would have been possible for her to have peace of mind. But it is difficult to understand this principle. How is it that the sound of Krishna's flute, the sound of his name, and a picture of his form are non-different from Krishna himself? Idealism. In Hegel's words, ideal realism. The absolute idea is not to be dismissed as an abstract thing. Rather, it is the basis of all existence. Reality is there, but it is ideal realism. And the foundation of the reality of Vrindavan is given by Nityananda Baladev. Nitayer Karuna Habe, Braje Radha Krishna Pabe, Dauro Nitai Charandukani. Okay. After Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes the position of Radharani in his Sharanagati, he says, I want to serve those who have the service of Radharani in their heart. I want to serve the feet dust of those whose only wealth is the service of Sri Radha. I want to fall before them and take the dust of their holy feet. If you cannot fix your mind in the service of Radharani, then all your attempts to serve Krishna are useless. If you cannot achieve earnestness in the service of Srimati Radharani, then all your labor for Krishna has gone to hell. We cannot conceive of a sun without heat, nor can we conceive of Godhead without his potency. So also, no conception of Krishna is possible without Srimati Radharani. We cannot know any Madhava without Radha. Jai Shri Radha Madhava. Now, this continues with all of these incredibly intimate revelations from Srila Thakur Bhaktivinoda and study of the words of the 6 Goswamis. And it's very intense like this forever. So, unless somebody has a couple of pages here, but does somebody have a comment that they would like to help illuminate on this? Yes.
I'd love to ask you a question. We get to hear this most divine and high Siddhanta from
Yes.
the Guru Maharaj. And earlier we heard Srila Gurudev say that really it is through Srila Guru Maharaj's conception that we're getting this connection with Krishna consciousness. He's giving that connection.
Yes.
These are very high things, and actually we always hear Mata Haritana Kirtana Rangi Pujalaraka we worship it from afar. We do not actively cultivate these things actually. Could you speak a little bit about that delicate sort of position where we're like we hear we're not atheists. We're not. It's not that we do not like that we reject understanding, but we also do not cultivate it actively.
Such a very good question. And I can say something about what I believe by the grace of our Guru Varga. And so it's true that these are the highest of all topics. So how is it that we are hearing about them is truly only by the grace, especially here, of Srila Guru Maharaj, and being presented by the grace of Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Maharaj and all those servitors who assisted in the publication of this book and so many other books which contain these words, where Srila Guru Maharaj is actually imparting a higher knowledge to us, and we can't resist hearing his words. And we also can rest assured that there is no opening for us to become confused on these topics as long as we're paying attention, close attention to his words. And that is because we can't resist this living truth. It is living, we're approaching the service of Krishna. Every religion in the world talks about God. We're lucky that we get to hear the name of God, but also more and more about who is he. And just mentioned now is there is no Krishna without Srimati Radharani, and that we are in the line of her servitors. And no, we can't resist learning something about that because we are living. Why do we have a Bhakti Lata Bij within us? Why do we feel that it is still growing, that it's always growing? And of course, we're given so much instruction about not making offense and not neglecting our practices so that we begin to approach the higher. But for now, we will rely on that. And it is not without the personal explanation of reality, the beauty that we are seeking. And this is all part of that. And that's all I know, that by continuing to hear from any aspect that our gurus present, we are simply the gainers. And this will enter our heart in such a way we know that if Krishna is pleased with our attempts, he will give us the so-called knowledge, what we call understanding, in his time, according to his terms. And if we don't see all of these high things like Thakur Bhakti, it is revealing here, that's not a matter for us, because we have firm faith that Krishna, and through our Guru Varga, will reveal to us as he wishes. We may be qualified or not qualified, but he may have some purpose to uplift us, to use us in a particular way. And we're happy to continue with that hope and that faith. We started off hearing the extreme prayer of Raghunath Das Goswami, and even he says it's very hard to utter these words, and exactly why those words would even come to him beyond our comprehension. But that's because they are in Krishna's divine pastimes, and we're not on a divine level, but we're being invited. So that is the only way I can sort of describe how we can continue and why we are attracted. We can't not be attracted because we are not only human, but we are included by the grace of Lord Nityananda. So this is our family line. This is the part of the path that we're currently on. Like Madhusudan Maharaj mentioned the other day, that our ideal to find a senior devotee is someone who's specifically in the line of our Guru Varga, not the slightest deviation from that, and who will give us their favor. He mentioned that, and we can really hang on to that. It's not that just someone who is more advanced than we are, maybe we can recognize that. Maybe their words taste the same as the words of Sri Krishna or Thakur Bhaktivinoda. But what if there's somebody who is like that, who's also willing to give us their favor? Okay, that's where we can cling. And we can know some peace, because that exists. That is a thing, as they say. That's a thing. Krishna is reaching out in so many ways. Okay, does anybody else can contribute? Yeah. Okay. All right, Prabhu.
Yes, wonderful.
Let us look forward to Dumani and return and try to serve. We'll start with this part of the celebration. We can't know any Madhava without Radha, and I'll tell you the first words. Shri is Krishna's other half. In Srila Bhaktisiddhanta's language, the predominated moiety. So we'll go into all these things. Domani. Okay. Jai. And who will sing? Hari Hari. Yes, Prabhu? You'll sing Shri. Okay.
Hari Hari Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama.
Hari Hari Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya
Yadavaya
Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama.
Madhavaya Kesavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan.
Hari Gopinath Madana.
Gopinath Madanam.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Radha Shivasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda.
Radha Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Sanasan Bhattaraksana.
Sanatan Bhakta Rakshana.
Shiva Gopala Bhatta Jasa Raghunath.
Gopala Bhakta Jasa Rakshana.
Nitya Gosai Gauri Charanavana.
Jai Gosai Gauri Charanavana.
Jahvite Vignana Savisapura.
Namaste Krishna Savisapura.
Nitya Gosai Jar Magitarana.
Jai Gosai Charanavana.
Sasava Padarenu Mora Panchaka.
Santavara Pararenu Mora Sankara.
Racharana Sevi Bhakta Saniva.
Madhuracharana Sevi Bhakta Saniva.
Janame Janame More Akira.
Janame Janame
Sundar Sri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Guru Ki Jai, Jai Shri Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai, Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai, Anand Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri SCSMath West London Ki Jai, all the assembled devotees Ki Jai, all the world devotees Ki Jai, Shri Kumkum Devi Dasi Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Nitai Gold.